Ladies and gentlemen, these shoes President Donald Trump. Wherever he goes, wherever Donald Trump goes, there are noises behind him now. We don't want to see him anywhere anymore. After a bit of misunderstanding everywhere, this time it's about the citizens South Koreans. I say South Korean. I don't have not said North Korean. Citizens South Koreans who came out for protest vigorously in the capital South Korean against Donald's arrival Trump on their soil. Yes, they came out, Donald Trump to visit South Korea in the beginning of this week. He must go to South Korea, then he has to go to Malaysia, and then it's for go and strengthen the war spirit. Good that South Korea is an allied state to America. They even have, how we call it, a strategic partnership of collaboration, of cooperation military. This is what they often use for to act against North Korea, to act against the R against China. Despite that, this cooperation, South Korean is fed up. The South Korean people are no longer ready to listen to his government. Came out in large numbers into the streets. I will say it, and gentlemen. They are out extremely numerous, thousands and thousands of South Koreans with his placards in hand. But what is he really denouncing? It's rare to see such attitude on the part of citizens of a state that is in alliance strategic, particularly military, with the United States of America. Instead of reserve a triumphant welcome to President Donald Trump, it is the protest. What are these protesters denouncing? What actually happened? Within the framework of this conference, geopolitics dedicated to current events global. It is from this news that we're going to talk. But before continue as usual, agree to share the conference as much as possible. Share it in all groups possible. As you share, I have the courage to continue, give you the right information, peel them down to the depths as I like the do it. And as you like, by the way. So put the likes, and if this is your first time coming across my conference, please click on the subscribe button. Subscribe. This allows you to never miss the hottest and most burning news of the moment. Let's go in the depths. So, this is an unusual gathering in the heart of Seoul, the capital South Korean. The media say clearly that it's a type of gathering unusual. South Korea is still famous to be truly disciplined. There you go. So it's this Saturday, and October 25, 2025. More than 1,000 South Korean protesters gathered in the center of Seoul, brandishing anti-American, anti-Donald placards, Trump and hostile banners. Donald Trump expected in the country for the summit APEC, Asia Pacific Economic Community Cooperation. So it has to go for a summit. So what is the watchword? The word order is to refuse. Follow very closely. We are talking about the South Korean citizens who understood that we must fight against imperialism American. That's why I would like you to share this conference at maximum. The brothers of Africa should receive this conference, that they understand that even those who are countries allied to America are turning their backs on America. You see, Korea from South Korea has a strategic link with America. It is on the basis of this, and Washington, or at least Seoul, continues to provoke Pyongyang. But if you see the citizens themselves take their destiny seriously, risk their life, go and denounce against the arrival of Donald Trump, means say that they understood. Who are we then Africans for not understand? While the others reject Western imperialism, they are not against man as such, but the man who embodies a system that they don't want. And so I was saying then that the word order, American imperialism on Korean soil. That's what they say. So what are their main demands? Protesters first denounce and say that if Donald Trump even comes before returning to their soil, before to arrive on their soil, they say that this causes the return of the belligerent rhetoric, Washington's attitude toward North Korea. They are severely denouncing the return of belligerent rhetoric against North Korea. That is to say, Washington came back with words, provocative, warlike words against North Korea, and they don't like it because they know if Washington has problems with the North Korea, is South Korea will suffer. They have seen it before the arrival of Kim and Donald Trump. We saw Kim Jong-un, who shot a truly unprecedented ballistic missile. It was secondly, the protesters denounced what? he denounces the American will to use South Korea as a base strategic in the confrontation with China. They don't want South Korea serves as a in the confrontation between America and China. If America wants to start the war on the China, let America find another territory that can serve as a base strategic, but not South Korea. So, and the other main reason, he denounces, the demonstrators denounces the visit. They say this visit is provocative. So the visit was deemed provocative by Donald Trump, is considered a diplomatic humiliation for the region. So for them, if Donald Trump comes and visit to Seoul, it would be a humiliation for the region. So finally, it must be said that it is a real anger that is framed but resolute anger. The South Korean citizens are determined. North Korean police forces have sealed off the entire neighborhood of Gwangwangwangu. It's not easy to pronounce it. It's Gwangwamom, Gwangwanom. There you go. Gwangwamon, that's it. I'm getting there. So they wrapped up the whole thing, neighborhood, by deploying several hundreds of riot police. So they tried to suppress it. That's it. But the organizers chanted and gave a message of sovereignty popular. So they prevented the police. Police could not stop them from doing their sitting to make their protest, because as soon as the police speak, they say, sovereignty belongs to the people. We are facing a popular sovereignty. So on this side, it risks degenerate. It must be said that, and in addition to the fact that it is a real humiliation which is inflicted on Donald Trump, as they say that we don't want to see him there, and it's a big risk that you are in running the situation can be degenerate. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that was it, the headlines. Thank you for the share. As much as possible, I'll get back to you with new news.